Now we move on to the second part of how to make a bodice block on AutoCAD. Now we move on to the waist darts, and to make the waist dart we find the midpoint of the waistline that we drew as a guideline, and from that we make a straight line at 90 degrees to the guideline that we drew below the bust level. To make the darts, first we make 6 by 8 6 by 8 inches line on both sides of the center point, and then we make dart legs by joining the guideline to the 6 by 8 inch lines that are made on both sides of the center point. Once again, after drawing the lines, we check for the measurement to be correct. Now we make the dart legs by joining the points to the top of the guideline. We repeat the entire process for the waist dart of the front part of the bodice. Now we add another layer and change the color of the lines that we'll be drawing. To make the shoulder levels, we drop down by 3 by 4 inches on the back side of the bodice, and we go down by 1 inch for the front shoulder of the bodice. And for the back shoulder, we go down by 3 by 4 inches. Now we make the guideline for the shoulder level, and the shoulder measurement that we take of the dress form is 6 inches, and that will be the guideline. Once we add the shoulder dart, the shoulder length measurement will also increase. Similarly, for the front shoulder, we mark the shoulder of 6 inches. To explain how I made those guidelines, you take the midpoint of the guideline, the shoulder guideline that is made, and then join it to the top of the waist dart. To make the shoulder dart, draw a straight line on that vertical guideline of 3 inches, and then using the white colored line, mark 1 by 4 inches on both sides because the total dart is going to be half inch. Joining the dart legs. The shoulder dart of a back bodice is usually very small, and many a times it's not even considered in the drafting of the basic bodice. But in case you wanted to learn how to draft it, I have shown it in this tutorial. Now we make the original shoulder line, which is going to be 6.5 inches, and I make it with the white color because that is the color I'm using for the part of the draft which is the bodice, not the guidelines. Now moving to the 1.5 inch wide shoulder dart for the front bodice. So for this one, we directly use the white colored line and make a straight line joining the center point and the top of the waist dart. From the end point of the line that we just drew, we go up by 1.5 inch, and then we go out at 90 degrees to be exact by like 2.5 inches. That's up to you. From the point of the white line that we made, we go out by 1.5 inch, which is going to be the width of the shoulder dart. And from that point, we make the second dart leg of the shoulder dart. And this is going to be the end of the second part. In the final part, we'll be seeing the making of the armhole and the closing of the darts.